Hey guys, this is Hercules. I'm gonna be making a tutorial on how to make a Watervator. Um, Sorry if I sound kind of weird. I have to whisper because other people are sleeping in my house and I can't sleep, so I figured I'd do this. Um, so yeah, uh, if you don't have a mini map like I do here up in the top right corner, um, you to to find out which way is north, you look at a piece of cobblestone with the default texture pack, and there's an L on. You find this kind of L shaped looking shape here in the default texture pack on a piece of cobblestone. The top of the L points north, and the side of the L points east. So that's just a way um, to to figure out which way is north and east, because you need to for this. And this box that you see around my selections, that's Lahwran's GUI, or not GUI. It's a mod. It's on. I'll post the link, but it's really good for if you can use World Edit. So yeah, to start out making this Watervator, you need space. You need at least 4x3 space to do this in, and however high you want it. So to start out, you can either dig into the ground, or you can make this box, and you make this box as high as you want. I'm only going to make a short one to show you guys. The mods that I'm using on this is Zenaris Minimap. Zenaris, I don't know what his name is pronounced like, but that's the minimap. I'm using Lahwran's World Edit GUI, or CUI, I guess. And I'm also using my own default, or my own texture pack, which is just the default texture pack with a little extra stuff on it. I've changed glass and squid, and, levers, some other random stuff. I have a link in the forums where you can download it. And I have no lighter on me. Okay. So yeah. This is how you make it. First you have to know that water has to follow a general rule, just like gravity, and oddly redstone follows a rule kind of like this too in Minecraft. This only works if you have your access shaft on the northeast corner of your flowing water. I don't know why it's like that, it just is. But yeah. And that's my glass. I changed my glass to look like that. I just modified the default texture. So yeah, you start out with your shaft, with the access shaft is going to be on the northeast corner of your Watervator. And once you're inside this 2x1 shaft, you make teeth going every other block all the way up to the very top. I'll use I'll use normal stone, so you can see it against the cobblestone. So yeah, you do every other block just like that. way up to the top. And on the very top of your Watervator, you're going to leave this space. You're going to leave a one deep space on the very top like this, so that the water can flow on the top. What you do, since on Shadoom we have Craft Bucket, you can't use gravel for this part on Shadoom.de or DE, but so you got to use sand. But you fill the entire shaft up with sand or gravel if you're not on Shadoom. Until there's just this space right here. Until there's this top space, and then you put your water on the southern side of this little shaft here, or this little space, so that it flows northern, so that this little open part is on the northeast corner. Also, the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west if you don't use the default texture pack. And that's just another way to find out north, south, east, west, whatever. So once you have your water all the way at the top and your shaft is filled up with sand and you have those teeth on the sides, you take out the sand one block at a time. And you give it time to fully fall down all the way like that. Like if you're making a really tall Watervator, you have to wait for several seconds for all the sand to fall. And you can take it out one at a time or two at a time. Two at a time is okay too, because every other it's complicated. But yeah, you take the sand out slowly until all the teeth are filled up. Like that, till you're at the bottom. And then it's really simple. It's basically just this little space. It's this half of the block that you have to look at while you're going up the Watervator. I'll show you with the sign. I think it was 6 spaces. Let's try that. Nope, it's not. That looks better. It's basically in between that little line and the glass wall there, that you have to look in between there in order for this to work. And then you just push forward and walk straight into it and keep walking, and it brings you up to the top. You can go in it backwards if you know how. You can look up or down any way you want when you're going up or down this. And that's what it does. It's faster than ladders. And I'll also show you here in a second. You can, how to make breaks for each individual floor. I have to make it taller for that, so just bear with me for a second.